this channel, or if you're not on one of the platforms it's streaming on, please subscribe. I go live every day. My Instagram is Upward Spiral Motivation, and yeah, maybe on the YouTube channel, whatever. So you guys are going to train with me, and we're going to talk about how to develop your life at record speed. So first of all, let me pick these heavy ass weights up, and then we'll start talking about this. So first of all, guys, it starts with understanding what you want and what you don't want, where you're moving toward and where you're moving away from. Up. In the self-development tools, let me just do the sets and I'll tell you guys. So in the self-development tools that are available on my website, usoe.club/join, I'm working on a new exercise, and that is, what are you moving toward and what are you moving away from? So on one side, there's an arrow going up. On the other side, there's an arrow going down. And then it's split into 3 sections: health, wealth, and relationships. And I want to ask you guys to do that exercise. You can even just draw it yourself: health, wealth, and relationships. And write down, what are you moving away from when it comes to your health, when it comes to your wealth, when it comes to your relationships? I'm sure none of you want to be unhealthy. I'm sure none of you want to be fat and unhealthy. I'm sure none of you want to be broke. And I'm sure none of you want to be lonely without your dream girl. And on the same token, what are you moving toward? Do you want to be in good shape? Do you want to be healthy? I guess you do. Do you want to be rich and financially free? I would guess that as well. Would you like to health, wealth, and relationships? Would you like to have your dream girl? Would you like to have a lot of friends? I'm sure you would. And when you put these 2 sides next to each other, what you're moving toward and what you're moving away from, it'll give you a lot of clarity as to how to act and how to behave. And it's a starting point for achieving excellence. You see, what I realized, guys, is that we're living in a world where hardly anybody is committed to their goals. And it fucks with our minds because we develop limiting beliefs. And you just need to go and see in the society how people are behaving, what they're doing on a daily basis, and you'll see they sacrifice all of their goals for bullshit, for junk food, for drugs and alcohol, for sleeping late. And when you join the program, you can join the free program. I give the tools for free. When you join it and you start mastering your habits and actually going for it, everything becomes clear to you. And you see that most people in the society are just living like little baby boys, and they're not committed. And you can see this very clearly with trolls. And you'll see them. Hopefully they'll come on the stream today. They always comment. And what do? They try and discourage you. And it can even happen with your friends, making these slight remarks to discourage you from your goals. And they do this because your success or your attempt at improving yourself, it shines a spotlight on where they are coming short. Oh shit. It shines a spotlight on where they're coming short and where they're failing themselves. So what do? They hate on what they gave up on. And they gave up on themselves. So don't let these people affect you. If you get the trolls and the haters, pray for them. Tell them, I wish you well, brother. I wish you had something better to do with your time than hate on other people. You know, a successful person that's in good shape, financially well off or not lonely, whatever, they're not going to have time to hate on people. They're not even going to be inclined to hate on people because they fucking successful. I try and just support people. I do these live streams every day. Subscribe to the channel if you're not on the channel. Oh, let me see the Let me see the comments. Jim Gagglesworth, inshallah. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, there's only one God, and he's the only one worthy of praise. You know what I'm saying? I believe in a monotheistic religion, that there's one God above all. And yeah, but I respect all religions. Tex Green, Tex Allah, that's what he said. Are you from Chicago? LJJ said that. No, bro, I'm from South Africa, actually. I did some training before I started the live stream, because usually when I do these live streams, I don't train like 100% because I'm trying to talk to you guys, you know. But my mission here is to inspire people, guys. Like, I lived most of my life. I lived most of my life as an addict, and I lacked positive role models. And I was surrounded by people that were smoking weed, that were drinking alcohol, that were trying to pull me down, and I didn't even realize it. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to lift people up and share a positive message of sobriety, of success, of getting jacked, traveling the world if you want to. You know, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been traveling the world full time for the last 7 years. I've stayed in many countries: Latvia, Lithuania, Germany, Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, Vietnam, Seychelles, Mauritius, Lithuania, I think I said that. All over the world. I've been to Switzerland. I've traveled a lot, and I have a lot of experience. And let me tell you something. If you're doubting yourself, just understand this. If you simply follow your conscience, you will be more successful than 99.9% of people. Because if you follow your conscience, which I believe is the authentic voice of God, the voice that tells you to do things that are good for you and to avoid things that are bad for you, and do things that are good for the world and not do bad things to the world. If you follow that voice, you'll be ahead of 99% of people. When I was coming to gym today, I was walking here, people were stumbling home and shit. I was already awake at 2:45 working, making the tools better, the tools that I provide for free to all you guys, tools to track your habits, tools to gain clarity of what you want. Gain clarity, guys. Use that exercise I made. Fucking hell. Promise you guys, if you do this, you'll feel better than you ever felt in your life, bro. Because if you're not on your purpose, you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to feel worried. You're going to feel stressed. And that's what drove my drug addiction. When I used to be addicted to drugs, I didn't realize that my lifestyle was causing that. Now, I wake up in the morning, I have peace of mind, I have enthusiasm. I'm healthy spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And when you're in a bad place, guys, then those four sides of your life, that's mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical, they are suffering. So it can feel impossible to take the actions that you know you want to take to get better. But when you start getting better by dropping the alcohol, the drugs, the vices, eat the unhealthy food, and you start training and doing the habits that are on the upward spiral of excellence, you feel better than you've ever felt. You're able to do things that you used to find impossible. That's how it was for me. You know, I work 7 days a week. I wake up 7 days a week at 3 o'clock in the morning. And if you don't believe me, follow me on Instagram, and I upload it every day. Upward Spiral Motivation. That's my Instagram. And on my bio is my link to my website. And you can see my transformation from a drug addict to travel full time. You can see different countries I've been to and everything. I will motivate millions of people. That's my goal. And I use the self-development program that I created. I used it to change my life, and I use it in order to function every day. We're using a tool called a habit tracker. You get it on the free tools. I give you everything for free. The habit tracker, put it on your wall. Put a picture above it of something that motivates you. I have a picture of my family. Then every day you track your habits, and you put a W at the night time when you perform the habit, and that stands for win. And as time progresses and you start to get progress and you see all these W's stacking up on your habit tracker, you feel more confident in yourself. You feel more proud of yourself, because you see, guys, the subconscious mind, your subconscious mind is taking account for every single action you do. And if you are not doing good habits, and you're doing bad habits, your subconscious mind knows that. And the way it communicates with you is through these vibrational frequencies. The chart is also on the training. The vibrational frequencies: guilt, shame, apathy, resentment, fear. And if you're feeling like that, that's a sign for you to change. And that will not change until you change. And I've devoted my life to my organization, the USOE. You see, there's a tattoo of the USOE. That stands for Upward Spiral of Excellence. And look on my back. I'll have it again if you can see at the top. And that changed my life. And it's that theory that I use for my own self-development. One of the guys in my program, he's 19 years old. I just posted his testimonial on my Instagram. He's 19 from India, and he's making over $6,000 a month at 19 years old because he does these habits. He uses them. He actually is willing. Most people, even a man who's like 30, 40, they're harder to coach than a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, because the 19-year-old, his mind is not corrupted by this world yet. You know, on the calls that I have with these guys, the first habit of this program is sobriety. You cannot function on a high level unless you're sober. I don't care who you are. Impossible. Because drugs and alcohol, they affect spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical at the same time. And there's something called a triangle of action, no, a pyramid of action taking. So a pyramid, what's up, brother, has 4 faces. And the top of the pyramid is your ability to take action, right? So when you use drugs or alcohol, it compromises all 4 parts of the pyramid. Compromises you physically, your brain chemistry gets ruined, and your physical body gets ruined, damages it. Emotionally, you're much more sensitive after using drugs or alcohol. Spiritually, your spirit is designed to make progress and move forward. Now, suddenly you're moving back and destroying yourself. Your spirit's not going to be happy. And what was the other one? Mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. And then emotionally, you'll be a wreck. You guys know how to have a hangover. So that's one of the reasons that drugs and alcohol do that. So LJJ, how can I get rid of my man boobs? It's about your habits, brother. Start eating healthier food. You don't need complicated programs and shit. What you need is just eat natural food, avoid sugar, avoid processed food, start training every single day, and do these habits. Download the training today. I'm updating it. I've already been working on it today. Download it and it'll help you get clarity. I'll give you the tools you need to develop the consistency and change your whole mindset in your life for free. And if you want personalized one-on-one help from me or personalized group help, be part of the program, you can join the group coaching program. We do 3 calls per week with a group of amazing people that are all on the same journey. I help them individually on the call. So if you want extra help, just shoot me a message. My Instagram is Upward Spiral Motivation, and you'll see I'm not like many of these other coaches. I'm about that life. I do what I say. I do what I say. I track my habits. I work hard. And like you can see that I do what I say because, I mean, look how I look. When you're in good shape like that, that means that you put a shitload of work into your body, you know? And I find it ridiculous that there's so-called fitness coaches out there, so-called self-development coaches out there that are not in good shape. How can you call yourself an intellectual if you're not in good shape? Is your body not the most valuable thing you have? You know what I mean? This is fucking bullshit. And I mean, the other thing is don't take advice from someone you wouldn't want to be in that position. You know, and I'm in a pretty good position in life. I'm in good shape. I'm healthy. I'm sober. I've got financial freedom. And yeah, I mean, I used to be a drug addict, man. Oh, it's this heavy ass weight. That's what Roddy Coleman says. He says everyone wants to be a bodybuilder, but no one wants to lift no heavy ass weight. And you guys are different. You guys are going to do it. And it's going to be better than anything you've ever done when you achieve all your goals and you help other people achieve them. Up. When you lift the weights, you must breathe out. So look, breathe in, breathe out. That's where the power comes. Control it, guys. Focus on your goal when it comes to the gym. Let's go. Lightweight, baby. Go. You see, that's why training is one of the upward spiral of excellence habits, because it raises your frequency. When you come to gym, you're going to feel positive. You're going to feel proud of yourself because you did something that's in alignment. And that's how human beings work. When we when we perform actions that are in alignment with our goals, we feel better. Our soul rewards us with higher frequencies. And you can get the whole frequency chart. Just go to my Instagram and press my bio, and you can get all the tools for free that I use, that my coaching clients use, and everything. But anyway, when you act out of alignment, when you go around like these baby boys and like how I used to be, smoking weed, drinking, getting home late, wasting your time, you will feel like shit. And rightfully so, because God, or the universe, whatever you want to call it, created you to be successful. And when you are actively not doing what you're supposed to, when you're actively not moving forward, I would hope that you don't feel well, because that will motivate you to change. But I just want to explain to you guys these concepts so that you can make the change, because it'll be the best thing you've ever done. Trust me. At the gym, I come here twice a day. I start working at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I start doing work, and I enjoy this. I actually like this. So imagine that mindset, guys. You can develop it too, where you actually enjoy the process, where you actually every day, it's like a game. How hard can I push myself today? How much progress can I make? Let's do it. That makes me more happy than anything. Actually, what makes me the happiest is motivating people and inspiring them and giving them world-class self-development trainings and tools for free. You see, that's one of the biggest problems about the self-development industry, is that it's very knowledge-rich, right? There's information everywhere, but there's not tools. There needs to be more tools. You know, you need to have tools. Self-development, a habit tracker, that is a tool that you put in your room that you can see every day, that you can see your progress, that you can track yourself. You know, most people, they don't really want success, because if they did, they would start tracking their habits. They would start doing self-development exercises. But most of these guys are so lost, because the whole society's lost, and they're so lost that they're actually destroying themselves. And if you're there, I'm not judging you. I want to help you, because I was destroying myself even worse than you probably are. I had seizures from drug overdoses. You know that. On my landing page, I have a picture of how I used to look in addiction. You'll see that. It's fucked up, man. And I went on a date the other day with a chick, right? And her friend was there. And her friend, I was like, Shako, what do you do? So I was showing her like some images and graphics of all the stuff I've created near my team. And then a picture of me from like when I was on drugs came up. And then she looked at me like this. And she was like, what the fuck? And she's like, how long have you been clean for? Like looking at me weird. And I was just like, hey, hold on a second here. I'm clean now. I transformed. And I thought she would be impressed. But this chick looked at me like this, bro, suspicious. And the point is that I'll actually make a t-shirt with a picture of me in active addiction on it. And I'll wear it. Because that guy that I was in active addiction, he's the bravest guy I've ever met, because he looked at his whole life destroyed and said, you know what, I'm going to try again after failing myself countless times, millions of times. I had tried to quit drugs, I couldn't. And I tried, and guess what? I got it right, puppy, and I fucking transformed my life. And I devoted myself to helping others do that. So if you're in a bad place now, and you decide to actually stand up, give it a go, and do the habit tracking, and really try for the next 30 days, this version of you right now that decided to do something, he'll be the guy you respect the most in the world. And as you go forward on your journey, he will motivate you. Like for me, I often think about how it was when I was in addiction and how I used to suffer and all that. And I look back and I fucking worked so hard to honor that guy because the life I have today was the dream that he had all that time ago. So, guys, I'm going to be doing these live streams every day. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Add me on Instagram, Upward Spiral Motivation. I give motivational stuff every single day. But yeah, I need to also train. I'm talking too much here. And my training is suffering a bit. But it's fine, actually, because my primary purpose is to help people that are suffering with their self-development. And luckily, I know so much about this. I'm obsessed with it. I mean, check a tattoo. I have tattoos of my company's name, like 3 of them. USOE. Got the big ass one on my back, you see. And the opposite of the upward spiral of excellence is the downward spiral of destruction. And that's what most of these people are on. That's what I was on. That's when your habits and your progression through time is negative and it's destroying you. And it's so weird because if you asked 100 people, right, 100 young men at 20 years old, would you like to be rich when you're older? Would you like to be in good shape? Would you like to be healthy? Would you like to have a beautiful wife? Every single one would say yes. But even less than one of them will have achieved that by the time they're 60. That's the society we're living in, a society where people fail themselves, partially for many reasons, but the main reason is that it's the ego. A lot of people can't accept the position they're in right now, and they won't make the first step. And my grandfather told me something I'll never forget, and I'm going to end the live stream on this. He said that make a start. Just make a start. That's the most important thing. And that's what I did. And look what happened. I traveled the world. I became a millionaire. I'm in good shape. I'm clean. I got a life that most people dream of. I was a professional dating coach, pickup coach. If you're a man, I actually have a private Facebook group that's like basically a pickup group. It's called Alpha Male Mindset. You can apply to join it. Alpha Male Mindset Confidence. I don't know if you'll find it even, but if you add me on Instagram, you can send me a message and I'll send you a link to it. But it's only for men, that group, because it's about picking up girls and problems that men have, erectile dysfunction and whatnot, testosterone balance. But I started off as a pickup coach, but now I've devoted myself to the upward spiral of excellence completely. I did a while ago because even with the dating coaching, what I realized eventually was that, look, these guys don't need fucking pickup lines and tactics and all this shit. They need to be on an upward spiral of excellence. When you are living this kind of way, with discipline, with self-respect, with principles, women can feel that. Women can feel that. I can just walk up to a girl and I can just say, hey, what's your name? I'm Michael, and she'll probably be attracted. I mean, there's still girls that aren't attracted. That's just how life is. But that's how simple it is when you live in a strong way. Because most guys, they live in a weak way. So girls can just see the weakness on them. It's like the saying, what you are speaks so loudly that I can't even hear what you're saying. It's true. So make yourself better. You'll enjoy it. You'll be so happy that you did it. And you'll get on the upward spiral and you'll become so motivated to take action. Your vibrational frequency will increase. You'll get enthusiasm. You'll accept reality. And you'll be in love with life. Because what will happen if you stay in the comfort zone? It'll get worse and worse and worse. So add me on Instagram, Upward Spiral Motivation. I'm going to start training now. Love you guys. I'm going to be doing these live streams every day. I won't give up on you, and you don't